Alright, let me set this up on my computer. I'm late. I thought I was going to be earlier, like around 1. Oh, this is going to be distorted. What's wrong with you today? I thought I was going to be earlier, but when I said I was going to go on earlier, I ended up going on later. Oh, I got to restart my computer. But I ended up going later at 2, after 2:30 and stuff, instead of going on at 1. I'm still going to be working for that 1 when I get myself more into a routine. But dang, why 2:30? Why? I don't know why my mind won't start up again. I think because I was under so much pressure with this super inspector coming in and having to take pictures and stuff, and I can't stand anybody coming in my environment. I was just so stressed. Then after it was over, I still was really ramped off of stress and stuff. And then I just got pissed off at a lot of things. And then I crashed. But even like after last night, after I got off the live, I had a really bad episode with my health. And every time I have a horrible episode with my health, I am like, oh, you let too many things get to you, and you know you can't do that, or you're gonna end up, when you're in an episode when you're like, oh my gosh, do I really gotta go to the hospital or whatever, and you have to fight not to call anybody for help and stuff like that. Like, so this is just my health, not anything like mentally or whatever. Um, I'm just like I let stuff get to me too hardcore, and I always have to learn to try not to do that. Um, so let me do my little introduction to see if anybody comes in. But before I start jabbing like I already started to. But welcome to this lovely Just Voice chat. We'll see if people come in tonight. Usually by the 20-minute mark, we got a few people. Um, hey Gina, you surprised me. You proved me wrong. What, you thought I wasn't going to come in? But I'm saying, okay, so yes, so people, this is something I'm trying out where we're doing late night. It's been working out. It's been fun. I hope you join me. To the silent viewers, I appreciate you. I love you. I was one of you. I'm one of you in a lot of ways still. If you guys want to join into the conversation, be welcome to join into the conversation. Answer some questions, ask some questions, join the party. But if you want to stay silent and just listen, I appreciate that too. To the lurkers, well, like I always say, you could bite me. But yeah, come in and and listen or join the chat. We usually find out what to talk about. I have some things to talk about, but I want to wait till like for a few more people. If anybody comes in, like I said, who knows if people might have fell asleep waiting for me. Um, let's see. I sure did. I just said 10 minutes ago. Well, it's 1:30 here, so that means it's 2:30 there. Maybe not. Yeah, I don't know why. I'm telling you, I feel like I sabotaged myself when I said something new, like I'm gonna go hour ahead. I mean, but an hour earlier. For some reason, I can't get it together now, even at 2. What the heck? Let me do this on my computer so I could get chat in case 9 people in here. Come on, somebody, throw out some questions. Hit that like button. I tried to get the goal to 10 likes a night. A little something I just tell myself to try to just, even if you move slowly, try to at least move a little bit. So I say 10 likes. Hey, that's still the goal. That will be nice. I reached it all nights that I've been doing this except for one night. Your people will always find you no matter the time. We'll see tonight because I was really late. And let's see if we can find people that aren't trolls. I do want to talk about something that happened last night. I want to talk about it a little bit. But I want to see if certain people come in. Even if they don't, I'm still going to talk about it. Um, just so that people that are listening that might listen every night, or if they listen, to them all in the row and wonder what went on. I just want to talk about a little something. Uh, but yeah, like I said, usually around the 15-20 minute mark, we'll get a few people. But like I said, people might give up on. I know Sweetums does an alarm, so she might have waited and been like, "Oh, this is too late now." Everybody else, I think, just comes on in if they're awake. Okay, let me get this on my comp. I just started over again. What are you doing, Gina? What did you eat today? And how's the snow? My mouth is really dry today because I had to take something extra to calm me down for that dang inspector coming in. So, excuse me if I'm guzzling water tonight. Come on, some more people come through. People scared to ask questions or scared to say hi or anything. Like I said, we don't bite unless you want us to. I had a taste for pasta and with no stove I tried the microwave. Oh no, Gina. Oh no. So what did it even turn into? You can't even heat up already made pasta really in the microwave without putting like wet paper towels all over it and stuff. So it won't um dry and pop and everything. I don't know. I don't know if I've seen anybody try to attempt it in one, but you gotta tell me how it went. Like, what did it do? Didn't you say you had you had the two burner stove that you got the electric one that could have held the water and what you were cooking and whatever the other side of the pasta was? Was that the first time you tried making some pasta stuff? Because I know you said you don't know how to cook much, right? Oh, you have it in your cart. Okay. Yeah, you got to get that because that microwave stuff is not gonna be the thing. It's not it. Not unless you're doing frozen dinners. That's about all it's good for. Hoot, night owls, welcome in, sweetums. I said sweetums probably woke up from her alarm and went back to sleep because I was late. Oh, you can cook. You just prefer not to. Well, yeah. Oh, I thought you said you didn't learn how to cook. Oh, but you can cook. Okay. Yeah, who the heck likes to cook? Not me. Well, I like to cook a little tiny bit. I like to cook because I like my food the best. But I hate that I can't cook. I can't cook now because of chronic illness. Hi, Eminem. I was barely hanging on in there and decided to make a sandwich to stay awake. Oh, sweetums. Thank you, sweetums. Thank you for being here. I know I was just like, today was, like I said, really hard for me because I had like a little, not a little, I had a huge episode like with my health and just because I know I was stressing out about this inspector coming in and certain things. So that's why I say I wouldn't have a little talk today because I don't want things to like change with the way I started doing this and but I do want to wait and see if Winter Moon comes in You know, so if she's listening and not saying nothing, I hope that she'll come in and talk so that I can talk about what I want to talk about. Well, I see the thing that worries me about the inspection is, well, he just came in and took a picture real quick. It wasn't like a lot of pictures or whatever, but he just took a picture. I just don't like, it wasn't big on that end, but it was just like, what is it for? Is it for to sell the house? And then it's like, is the landlord going to give us like more than a month to say, the house is sold, you got to go? That's the part that's way worse than just him coming in and taking pictures. Like, we don't know what it's for. This is the first time it's happened. I was spoiled, but I watched so many cooking shows, so it's like I know what to do. Oh, okay. There's Winter Moon. Hi, ladies. I'm so happy to be here with you so much. Yeah, I was saying I wanted to have a discussion Winter Moon, but I didn't want to do it without you here. So um especially how for me yesterday after the little thing happened, I wanted to make it clear to like the other girls that, hey, Winter Moon doesn't want, you can't joke about Winter Moon. And I don't want to say the other person's name because I don't want the other person to be hurt. That was the big thing where I couldn't just say something outward because one person had no, didn't understand or wasn't there for the part. And I want to make it so that when people return, I want some people to stay returning. I don't want them to feel like somebody's talking shit about them and then they leave. Like, I don't want it to be like that. So, okay, Winter Moon, just wait till I get it out a little bit. Then you could say your part. But, like I said, the night before last night, I said it pretty clearly that I might come across a certain way, and things are always open for discussion. Like, it's never the end all. There are things I want to say but can't and wish I could talk to you. Yeah, but damn, I forgot something happened during your doggy style, Gina. But I was saying how there's a certain part. Okay, me in my life. Let me just tell you this. I have always, no matter what, besides if it literally is like this is gonna be a physical fight where I gotta stand up and we're gonna either fight. Like, there's some people like that. We're gonna either fight or you're gonna shut the fuck up. Now, I'm not gonna shut the fuck up. You're gonna shut the fuck up. I either had those type of things, or I had I just stopped saying something because I didn't want the other person to feel hurt, because even if they were in the wrong, I didn't want them to feel like they did something. So I rather just drop it, or I rather just nicely say something and move on. And I think that's what I did yesterday. I I think I was like, okay, this and that I'm like, okay, let me just move past it, and I shouldn't have done things that way. Um I should have said, like I said, I think most of the stuff I did say afterwards where, hey, this is a chat, we've been all fucking with each other, just because from my chat, we were already in other chats fucking with each other. So we instantly came in here fucking with each other because everybody that, not the newer people, but everybody that's in here, we know each other from other chats. So we're relaxed a little bit with each other. You know, we could fuck around with each other. It's just something we've been doing. And when something, like I said, if something does go wrong, I want to set it where if somebody feels like they're under attack with something I'm saying as a host or something somebody else is saying, they need to do it in a softer way and say, hey, we got to figure out certain words to say. I don't know what the exact words could say, but if it's like in a demanding thing, it's not going to go over well with me, because it wasn't something I did purposely. I didn't understand Um, like everything that we were talking about, we were trying to, like, we were asking questions and stuff. And like I said, I'm a pet person. I'm not a dog person. I'm a cat person. But I know that people talk about their pets to a certain level. I'm fine with that. I talk about my cat a lot of the times. But every question we were asking it was, dog this, dog that. And then when you said something about like the Spider-Man kiss, I don't know if it was a joke. I took it literally because, I don't know if you were joking around then. It didn't seem like a joke. So I was like, what? This is confusing me. Like, the dog's going to be upside down giving you a kiss. Like, in my head, I'm like trying to see it because that's just the type of person I am. And I'm like, what the heck? And that's when that comment came up. Like, dang, I'm really confused. Or if this is the truth, it's like, I feel like, what is she saying? Just like, but wait, Winter, wait. I know. Or wait, if you do want to say something, no, I'll read your stuff after I'm done talking. Um, but I felt like I didn't understand. I'm like, thing is this really happening? So that's when Sweden was like, Spidey's chamois, and I think that's what made you get a little bit irritated or whatever. And that's when it just went to something I didn't want it to go to. I didn't want Sweetums to feel uncomfortable. I didn't want you to feel uncomfortable. I didn't want to feel uncomfortable. So so if it wasn't a joking manner, I hit it with jokes too. So then where did it all go wrong if I hit it with a joke when you're joking? You get it? Like, that's kind of like, I don't know, I don't get it. If I say a joke and somebody doesn't take it well, the only thing I would say is I was just joking. I wouldn't say, hey, don't do that, don't do this, and don't do anything when it's my chat, I'm the host, is not going to go over well with me. For anybody to do that, it's not going to go over well. We could all talk about something in a discussion, but when you're doing it where you're setting something for me not to do, it's not going to go over well with me. I'm just not that type of person. So if it happens again where it's like that, then we need to come up with something where everybody knows, hey, somebody doesn't want somebody discussed in a certain way or together. If you don't want to be used together with the other person we're talking about, like I said, I'm not naming names because I don't want them offended, then don't interact with them in such a way where they're going to be targeting you to talk to because everybody else has been doing stuff in a way where it's like, hey, we appreciate you, dude, what you say, but we're not really going into like flirtation or something like that. Like, so when everybody was like, oh, it's Winter Moon and blah blah, and it was just a joke because you guys are the one that have been going back and forth with each other the hardest. So I think that's what made that whole situation go down. It wasn't a bad situation. It wasn't like, oh my God, but it was a situation where I know if somebody was outside came in looking in and had no information, they're instantly going to think of me as some bullying person, and I'm not like that. So like I said, for me and what I do at night, I have to openly be able to speak. Will I change certain tactics? Maybe if it's a tactic at all, I don't know. But a big part of my personality is joking around, and I don't want to feel like I have to be limited. I'm not going to be limited. That's it. I'm just not going to be limited. So, um, I've known like you for a long time in the chats. There's been times I hope that you remember, or even in other chats where you felt sort of like outed in a way, like just away from the chat. And I've always said, hey, Winter Moon, it's all love, like to keep the conversation going. I don't know if you remember those times, but I've always sort of pulled you back in when you felt like maybe people were ignoring you or something like that. And that wasn't in this chat. This is other chat. So I've always tried to make you as welcomed as I possibly can. So, for that to happen, I was just like, what the fuck just happened? And then also, Sweetums, which really didn't say anything, was defending herself when she didn't have to. And I don't think Sweetums minded, but I just didn't get that part at all. So I hope in the future, like I said, we could just maybe, if something is making you a little bit, anybody, if something is affecting anybody in a negative way, and they're not laughing along like we're laughing along, say something in a way where you want to open up a discussion instead of sort of demanding something, because demanding something isn't going to work with me. I'm just not that type of person. So I hope you get what I mean. Um, the comfort level is more increased in here. That's what I believed, you know. I joke to make you laugh. I love making you laugh. No problem. I think we are learning each other's humor. True. And I'm glad. I'm so glad I missed this one. Like I said, it wasn't anything huge, but it was something that people could turn into drama, especially at the end when I was trying to tell you guys not to mention them together, and I couldn't because he kept on jumping in, and it was like at the end, it's like, oh, I'm going to be talking. Felt like I was saying I'm going to be talking shit. Just let me get in contact with. No, I didn't get in contact with anybody, and I didn't talk shit. I just wanted this to be an open discussion today. Is it okay if I speak now? Yes, Wintermoon. My brand of humor is self-deprecating. I would never want to intentionally offend anyone. I'm sorry if I did, but Sweetums, you didn't. That's what I'm saying. You're saying sorry for something you didn't do anything. I think because like I said, I think I was the one that said something and it upset her, and then you were just in the convo that, so it was like you got hit because you were just in the convo. No, Sweetums, let me explain. Just want to say also, this isn't nothing huge or big. It's an open discussion that I always said I would do if something came up. When Eminem said, I'm acting like someone, I should have asked what she meant or just let it go. Yeah, because do you know what you were talking about? Like, I didn't know that you were joking. I thought you were really saying, that your dog watched Spider-Man. You guys were doing the Spider-Man kiss. I was just like, then I was like, what the heck? And that's when I joked. I was like, oh, because Larry comes in and says some stuff, and we're like, what does he mean? And that's what I was thinking, like, what do you mean? So I put that joke out there that you didn't take well. And then I ran to Sweetums. Oh, well, yeah, I don't know what that is. You got to explain what that means. Confession? Confetching? Confetching. If somebody, like, took my joke seriously, the one thing I would say is, hey, I was just joking. And instead of talking to you, I was not blaming her. I was complaining, like, yeah. I don't want to say like a dipshit, but it did. You just went towards Sweetums, and Sweetums didn't do anything. Oh, okay. I see I looked up the fetching because I was being too sensitive. Yeah, that's why I said I don't want you to feel like at the end of that, or even when I was telling people to delete, shush, I just didn't want to cause more problems. I didn't want to bring you guys closer because you got so upset of being like linked to him, which I didn't even think that would make you upset because I didn't know you felt that way about him. So uh like I said, it was a joke that you didn't like or whatever. But like I said, your joke that started. If it was a joke, you could have just said, "Hey, it's just a joke," because I didn't know it was one. Now I complained to her like a big sis for her to help me. I don't care about that, but I don't don't being called baby. It's okay to say that. Sorry, you guys do not call me that. Yeah, if it's that when he started saying that, I started to say I didn't even say the word. I said I don't use those words, and stuff like that. So it wasn't like I said any word like that out loud. But I think also if you don't want to, if he doesn't want to feel like you like him, you're gonna have to just like be very basic, like we are. I think I didn't understand the context. I didn't make any connection between you and that person. Yeah. I don't know. We just, like I said, hopefully do better next time around. And I don't want people to think at the end of this, when you stopped talking or when you were got busy and I was just saying, hey, we got to talk about this guy. I don't want him to come in feeling some type of way when uh, he shouldn't. I was just pointing out that funny things he does every night where he acts confused and leaves. I like making everyone happy and laugh. Eminem, when you laugh, it is a win. I didn't mean that you were in any way like that. I am learning Eminem takes comments literal at face value. Let's paint nails. Not every comment, girl. I could joke and I understand a joke, but that at that point, um, the dog thing was like, is this real? I didn't know if she was kidding or not. I still don't know if she's kidding or not. So that's when I was like, wait, I'm confused. And then I'm like, oh, it's like reading Larry's stuff, but it was, oh, I said his name. Hopefully he doesn't. Oh my gosh. But you know how he just talks and you're like, what the heck is he talking about? That's just how I felt. And I did picture a dog hanging upside down with the Spidey kiss. Isn't that what the Spidey kiss? I did picture that. But not, I don't take everything literally. Sweetums, I swear, was not blaming you at all. I was coming to you like a big sister, like help. I lost my grandma yesterday and I was overly sensitive. Please forgive me. Okay, I didn't realize that either, Winter. I'm sorry. But that's pretty much all. Like I said, I'm not going to keep on talking about it. Just know that I'm learning everybody's personality. Even if we do only have like 4 people in here that come in all the time, there's still other people that come in from time to time. And I'm trying to learn everybody's personality so we could have a good time and everything. And I think it's working out. But like I said, when things do come up like this, where I feel like somebody got upset, and I don't want people on the outside looking in thinking anybody's getting shit talked about, because they're not. I don't talk shit about people. We're gonna leave it open just like we did like here today for anybody. Also, my humor is this way. I have outlandish stuff for the laughs. I'm a wacky humor with humor. I didn't understand the context of what even happened because Eminem had to even remind me I was involved. Yeah, I know. I respect you so much and love everybody. And this is done out of respect too. I don't want you to think somebody's. I don't want you to think anybody went and talked shit about you because one, most people don't have internet. Two, I mean other outlets besides YouTube too. Well, I didn't talk to anybody about you. I wanted to do it here. just so that everybody involved, which was just the three of us, but just so, and just so we know it wasn't bad. It just needed to be rediscussed. Hold on, you guys. I gotta get this chat up. I thought I did, but it must have went down. Well, let me push mute up. Don't want to hear myself talking. All right, here we go. Winter, I'm sorry for your loss. I'm sure yesterday was a tough day for you. I did get sad when I came back in and heard the ending. Not mad, but sad. That's why I wanted to explain the whole thing, because it's like the only thing I was saying there was I would have said, if I could have said it out loud. I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want him to hear it, but you got upset or whatever, and that we need to talk about it. If I have, like I said, Sweetums was in it even though she shouldn't have been in it. Gina's my mod. If then it's like that's why I wish I could talk to her a little bit, because I'm like, well, I don't want this ever to be. I don't want somebody to come in and feel uncomfortable. I don't want L to come in and feel uncomfortable. Whatever is going to happen with him, I want him to be able to chill. But so I couldn't talk it out like the way I wanted to talk it out. So it seemed like I was saying, "Oh wait, like when we talk later, shit's gonna be talked." And I know everybody in here could say I didn't reach out to them about this. This is something where I knew tonight we're gonna talk about it, because I don't want people to think I'm talking behind their back. I'm too old for that shit. I don't play that shit. I'm a strong enough person where I could just put it out there and we could just talk. And so I'm glad you guys are too. So, like I said, if something seems like it's going to hurt you or anybody, if somebody was joking and I took it literally, you could just say, hey, I was just joking. Then I'll be like, oh, okay. And, but if you're joking and I hit it with a joke, you gotta be, have your thin skin, hard enough or whatever the fuck is thick enough to take the joke too. And yeah, we're okay. If we weren't okay, I would have been like, hey, we don't, it's not something we need to talk about, and I would just be either a certain way with you or not. Hey, Diane H, welcome back. Well, since we are putting it out there, the more comfortable I get, the more edgy my humor can get. I can be sarcastic. That's what I'm saying. I think I'm being more myself too. I think I'm not having as much. I don't mask as much. I don't have as many filters on, because it's like people are getting to know who I am and they're still coming back in. And I don't want to feel like I have to hold my tongue. If I have to hold my tongue, it's not going to be any fun for me. I held my tongue my whole life just so people would be okay, no matter if something wasn't my fault or something. I'm not doing that here. If there's things I do have to say sorry for, I will say sorry for, but I don't think this is the case I need to say sorry for. So I hope people could be themselves, you know, and Gina only has AOL. There's no way we could contact one another behind the scenes. That's why I said, and we didn't. I could have contacted you behind the scenes, Sweetums. I didn't. I understand everything you say. I want you to know that. Okay, I appreciate that. I appreciate you having the conversation. Sweetums, believe it or not, no AOL carrier pigeon works for me. Fine, thank you. Is the snow getting worse, Gina? But yeah, I don't want to stop whatever this is, you guys. I'm starting to be myself, so I hope everybody takes it well. I went into last night and all day. I was having anxiety because I care so much. But just know next time, talk about it in the chat so it won't have to wait until the next day. It is the same. Yeah, I think Wednesday we start getting hit hard. Oh, God. Oh. Hey, Larry. Um, hey, Larry. Could I ask you something if you're listening to me? Can you, eliminate the word, like, calling people baby in the live just so that we could, like, keep it on a respectful level? Like, you could say girl, whatever, but baby's a little bit much. I hope that's okay. I hope you understand what I mean with that. Just so you guys know, I don't easily take offense, and I'm quick to apologize. Yeah, but you didn't. But you said sorry for something that you didn't need to say sorry for. Um, I was saying the snow, I think, is getting to us really bad Wednesday. I had to wait to order my stuff, my groceries until tomorrow, and I'm hoping I don't have to pay like a big giant tip because there's a bunch of snow out there. I hope Larry heard me because sometimes he doesn't, or he'll hear me like, a half hour later. I was thinking of your comment yesterday when Sweetums, when we were talking about if we wanted, like you said, you literally would choose to be a man if you had to come in the world. You wanted to be a woman. And the reasons why and stuff, and I'm like, wow, that's a huge thing. Like myself as a woman, I never was ever intimidated, especially by a woman. And then if I did get intimidated by a man, I was a beast just like he was. Like I said, I always went into it knowing that if we were going to fight, we were just going to fight. And every man that came to, unless it was DV, they shut the fuck up. And it's good that they shut the fuck up because we would have been fighting. So I always had to like man up no matter what in any situation. So I don't know. I don't know how it feels to be a woman and like fragile on that end. I just wasn't built that way. So I was like, wow, I really understand why people would really not want to be a woman. I find that so interesting though. Larry's sitting here snacking on peanut butter, my favorite. What was dinner tonight? Every time you mention peanut butter, Gina, I'm hating on you. Not for real, but you know what I mean because I miss peanut butter so bad. I think the difference between our physical stature marks the difference. I'm a small Asian girl. The world is terrifying. Yeah. I've even had people bigger than me though, like, and I still stood up to them. I just didn't care. Sometimes I went into it thinking, okay, I'm gonna get my ass whooped or I'm gonna get stabbed or shot, but I still never backed down. Um, but I do understand. So Winter Moon, you would wanna be a guy if you had the choice and not a woman? What about you, Gina? Because I don't think we asked that question. We just said if we would want to be it for a day. But if you had to choose at the beginning if you could be male or female, would you guys stick to? And my reasoning for sticking to a woman, I was cracking up at myself when I listened to it back because I listened to live back a little bit more, and I was like, I literally was honest about why I would stay a woman. That made me laugh though. But I would stay because of that. You got me all over here shoveling in this peanut butter. I'm on the edge, but I'm glad the air was cleared. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It wasn't anything. I'm not about to be. It wasn't anything. It just needed to be talked about. I think I would stick to being a woman. Okay, Winter Moon. Yeah, I would definitely too. I remember younger, like thinking, "Oh, I wish I could be a man because they seem so emotionless, like that they don't get hurt or something." But I think they do things because they do get hurt more than we do. That's why they're such asses. That's some of them. Some of them I will say, not all. I just haven't met the not all yet. But also my dad, like I said, my dad was a big alpha male. He was 6 foot though, but he still was very muscular, and he ran the streets, and everybody respected him, and he would be getting in bar fights, and he's gotten like stabbed a few times. Like he's like a really tough man. And for most of the girls, they could be a little bit softer, but for me, it was like his fight was my fight. So I was sort of raised that way, and we always had been bumping heads when it comes to alpha, because it's like, and I didn't know I was bumping heads so hard because I felt like I was alpha too until later in life. I think I would stick to being. Oh, you said I read that. I mean, I try to be savage physically, but it comes across like snarling chihuahua. Oh, but I can fight with words. That's what I'm saying. That was most of my fights was with words. I was prepared to go for it if I had to, but the words are what counts the most. If you're not talking the most shit in the right way, you're gonna be fighting. You gotta learn to talk the right shit and get right to the point. Like, oh, we don't need to be talking. You want to fight? Let's fight. Let's do it. And just cut out the middle shit. I'm telling you, usually that one person's not gonna fight you. I love being a woman, but just give me 10 minutes of being a dude so I can make my mark. We know, Gina. We about to set up a warm day and a tree for you. Oh my goodness. But yeah, and I always had to be like softer for the males that was with, because if I was my real self, I would never have been with a male. I think I'm too aggressive. But it's like I'll be soft and then regret it after something doesn't work out. Because I was like, bitch, I could have been crumbled your ass, but I didn't. Is that me? I don't know. That's all she needs. She probably already got the tree marked out that she would pee on too. I finally found something on sale before everything went off sale. I got remember I was telling you I was trying to find some type of Black Friday or Cyber Monday sale. So today I saw that MAC Cosmetic had 40% off, and plus Rakuten had 15% off. So that means I would get 55% off MAC Cosmetics. Even though Rakuten takes a little bit to send it to you, but you at least get it at some time. So I just tried a few things from MAC that I've always wanted to try. We'll see how it works out. So at least I bought something for myself. I was getting sad. I was like, I'm really not going to buy anything for myself. I don't want to ever lose that thrill of buying things for myself here and there. I think the male loneliness epidemic is self-inflicted, though. Yeah, it is. That is their fault. Um, please don't Ben crumble my ass ever. What? Whatever. I don't know what that means. What products I got? I got one of their eye brushes that I've always gotten the dupe for, but I haven't found a place to find dupes anymore. So it's like the 217 brush. If you're from the makeup world, that's like the one of the most famous eyeshadow brushes. Um, so I got one of those. I got just like a shimmery eyeshadow, a shimmery highlighter, and like a little small eyeshadow palette. Because I gotta start finding smaller ones so I won't have these huge things holding them with my hands and stuff. So hopefully I like all of them. Sweetums, that's all I need. I thought that's what you said. So I said it as a joke. Oh, you thought what, that I would crumble? I don't know if I used the word your ass ever. I don't know. The words might have came out different because my nose is a little bit stuffed. Every time I take my medicine, I get this little side effect for a few hours. Fun. I don't dabble in eyeshadow, but I think it's lovely. Yeah, even if I don't, most of the time, if I don't like makeup, I'll put it down a selection of my daughter and then my great like nieces, I think they're called. But some makeup I'll keep for my collection because I collect makeup. What smells perfumes do you usually like? Sweet or citrus, musky? I like musky. I'll do sweet sometimes. I like both really. But if I had to choose from one, I'm picking a cologne over a perfume. But lately, I do cologne and perfume together, so I just ran out of my Tom Ford, and I'm not buying that. I have the Morphe dupe of the MAC. Oh, but you know about Dupe Sweetums, huh? Because you have the Morphe one. The Morphe one for me was trash. I The only one that was ever good of dupes for that was the Coastal Scents. I don't know if you remember Coastal Scents. They're coming back, but they haven't had their single brushes up. I don't know if they're going to. But that one, when they just sold it singly, that one was the best for me. So I've never used 217. This is going to be the first time. You need to work on reading typo and autocorrect. I'm offering Sweetums to help you. She can read through all my typos. What did you have a typo on? Did I read something wrong? I like stuff that smells fresh laundry. Oh, you love makeup? You said you just don't wear it, really? Yeah. Why not get in the Tom Ford? Because that's like I think 200 and something dollars. The first time I got it, it was a gift, so I didn't have to pay for it. I don't like going over 100. Even 100 for me with perfume is a lot, but I'm not going over 100. Oh, in general. She called me Cletus and shit. I can't. I try my best, but uh, I can't stand typos. I swear, my computer a lot of the times when I'm in chats, it will like throw out my push. I don't know what happens, but it enters the what I'm writing out before I'm finished and stuff, and I feel so embarrassed. There's only one Tom Ford. What's it called? It's women's. No, it's not women's. No, Tom Ford has a lot of scents. Mine, I think, is called tobacco something. Let me look it up. I think it's tobacco. T- is it tobacco vanilla? No, I don't think it's. No, that's not it. Maybe I don't know what it was. I thought it was tobacco, but they're saying tobacco vanilla. The bottle's too far away from me to tell, but that's not the bottle. All I know is it costs a lot of money. I'll have to look it up another day to tell you. Cleetums was classic. Is that wait? And is that I came? Yeah, you're really bad tonight, Gina. I think that means okay. And then I is no okay. I think it's and then I came up with Cletus. What's the Tom Ford one called? I'm gonna look again. It's I don't think it's Tom Ford Vanilla. I thought it was just tobacco. Um. Oh, let me see. Tom Ford. Tom Ford colognes. Let me see if I can find it by looking up that. So I'm trying to even remember what the dang bottle looks like. Do they sell it anymore? Just a minute, you guys. I'll get to your comments. I want to see. Oh, it's what is this called? It is leather. It's ombre leather. Ombre leather. So not leather vanilla. I mean, oh, not tobacco. It's ombre leather. Oh, my mouth is so dry. No matter how much I'm drinking. But it's not called tobacco. It's Tom Ford ombre leather. Oh. Ombre leather. That smells so good. Like I said, I sprayed a sample of it. I was like, "What? This? You don't like? Usually when I buy perfume, I mean cologne, it's when I smell it on a man and I want to, you know what him. You know, I'm like, oh, I got to get this for myself because I want to do something to this man when I smell it. When I smelled this one because it was a sample, I was like, ooh, I want to do this to myself. So that's better than trying to do it to someone else. So I really had to get it. On me, it really, really smells wonderful. Um. Also, what if we need to send Christmas gifts? Can we? I don't have anything that I can set up for Christmas gifts. I'm sorry, but thank you for thinking about me. But I just don't have. I can't afford. No, nor would there be anybody going and getting it for me. Um. No, Cletus is my Clary name that you dubbed me. Oh yeah. I love Sector City clean, and when I'm home wanting to be cozy, I fall back on classic baby powder, baby lotion. Shoot, that smells good. Uh, is that when I came up with Cletus? Is what she's trying to say. Oh, okay. Cleetums, thank you. Oh, that's your name, Gina Cleetums? Or is it for... I know you guys always say something back and forth like that. I think Walmart caught on to my lovely... Let me see if they changed it. Let me tell you what Walmart did to me if they really did this to me. Remind me if I forget because my mind is... Speedy Gonzalez today. Do you guys remember Speedy Gonzalez? Uh... Man, they did. So, Walmart... Now, when I started ordering from Walmart originally, you know, for delivery, um, I just thought, okay, it's gonna be here in a day or two or whatever. But anytime I ordered from Walmart, like if I ordered at 3, 4 in the morning, they would be bringing it in like 1 p.m. the same day, you know. So I was ordering and getting. So I was like, shoot, I'm not about to do home delivery or whatever. I'm gonna do regular delivery because I don't have to pay anything, and they're sending it. So I did that like 10 times or so, and now they're like, fuck you, you're not even getting shipped. So nothing's on shipping anymore on my account. They like totally took out shipping unless there is happening to everybody. I don't know if you guys could check your accounts and see if you could choose shipping and put something in the cart and it actually be shipped. Oh, I can't talk. and it will actually be shipped, but they took it off mine. So my only choice is pickup or delivery, not shipping. And that sucks because if that was a fluke in the system, that was their fluke, not mine. Um, when I was a teen, I used a men's cologne called Grey Flannel. Loved it. I love the Bugs Bunny cartoons. Is that the guy that said the plane, or am I totally wrong? Speedy Gonzales? Oh my gosh, Winter. Oh no. Is that what you're talking about? Oh no, that's not him. Speedy Gonzales is a mouse on I think it's what Sweetums said. Oh, it's Bugs Bunny cartoons, yeah. That's what Gina. I'm trying to Gina, shut the fuck up. I was trying to go over that. Oh my gosh, Gina. As a resident Mexican, I'm offended. Just kidding. Yeah, I think they do. They're like, "Fuck you! You got this shipping on us, and you ain't pay. You don't have to pay nothing." So now they're like, "Fuck you! You're not getting it shipping at all." That's on them, though. They shouldn't punish me. Oh no, Gina. Winter, that was Tattoo from Fantasy Island, yeah. And he wasn't Tattoo. I'm not even gonna get into it. I thought Tattoo was of I don't know, not okay. Let me just move on. Gina thinks I figured I got it wrong. I can't believe I got those confused. Um, Winter Speedy Gonzales was a cartoon who wore a sombrero. Yeah. Walmart Plus for grocery delivery is $100 a year. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I already pay Instacart. That's $100 a year. No, thank you. I'm not doing two. But like I said, I didn't know I was gonna get shipping the same day. They just kept on doing it like that. I would still order from their site and get it. If it wasn't, I'd still get it 2, 3 days later. They shouldn't take it all away from me. So I hope they change that soon. Or I'm gonna have to call them and be like, "Bitches, you can't boycott my thing just because you caught on to that you were losing money." Uh, who told me about those? Oh, the pickles that Susan said I should taste. I ordered them. They get here Wednesday if the snow doesn't get too bad and delay everything. Stop playing with this. And when you got a mic right there, guys. Walmart. Oh, for groceries, the same day shipping. What for? What groceries shipping? No, not groceries. Groceries, not produce or anything. It was just like cookies and chips and stuff. It was supposed to be for shipping that I would always buy it through, and they would still give it to me the same day I ordered it. And then now they don't have shipping as a choice on mine at all. I would bring me pickles. This is a crime holding back the pickles, yeah. That's why I was going to try to order today. Some pickles and chips and stuff, but they won't even let me order shipping at all. Once a year, Walmart offers Walmart Plus for 40. This is when I buy it. Don't ask me when because I don't know. No, I think I get that too if I go on Walmart. Let me check. But I'm not. I don't want to pay. I don't want to pay like 100. Like I already paid 100 for Instacart, and then 50 for another service. You know. And plus, no. It's like if I could get my groceries and bring them in, it would be different, but I can't. I have to do it when my daughter's available, so it's not like I could order from multiple places if I want to. It's like I could only squeeze in ordering from one place for same day delivery for when she has time. Other than that, it has to be shipping. I ordered 2 shelves from Walmart and they were shipped. Um, oh, that's a grocery delivery you get, Gina. Yeah, that's what she gets. Yeah, you have to tip. You have to tip if you want your stuff done right. Um, I mean, you don't have to tip. You could say no tip, but if you want people to even try to get your stuff right, then you're gonna have to tip them. I was thinking of getting it. They charge a lot. Yeah, I know for Instacart. And Instacart will shop Walmart too. I think so. Yeah, now I think Walmart's on there too. But for Instacart now they're doing some stores where stores aren't upcharging, and it will tell you. But most of the grocery stores are still upcharged, where you have to pay 15% on every item you buy extra, and then you pay the what's it called fee. And this is only if you're paying $100 a year for it. They still charge you a service fee, and that matters on whatever amount of your stuff is. Say the amount of stuff is like 200, your service fee is going to be like $10. And then you got the tip, which is usually $9, $10. In the winter, it's even more because they got to go through snow. But yeah, so you're paying a good $30, $40 extra just for fees and tip alone. So it's a lot. And I have to do that every time I order, every week. Sweetums, yep, they have 5%, 10%. Yeah, or you could custom the tip. I wish you could have someone to. I know, but I don't. It's really frustrating, but I just have to do what I have to do, and that's pay all these up charges and put it. Like I said, most of that goes on my credit card. Shit, I couldn't do it just monthly with my income. It just doesn't work. I have a neighborhood Walmart close to my house, so it makes me reluctant to do the Walmart Plus when I know I just. And also, you could do pickup too, right, Sweetums? That's even, people that drive or whatever, they could do pickup and just have a shopper shop it while they're in the store and hand it to them. That's what I would do if I could. Do they charge for that? I don't think they do. I think you probably would tip the person, but other than that, I don't think there is. Walmart delivery doesn't have extra fees, and if something has to be shipped, it's free. Yeah. If I wanted to do Walmart like that, then I wouldn't choose where I go, and I like the produce where I go if the people get it right. I don't know about Walmart's produce, but I wouldn't. I don't know. I don't have a Walmart. Wish I did. Oh, really? I could do pickup, but I don't like the produce. See, that's what I'm saying. I always got to deal with somebody and their produce not knowing what they're doing. I have to, and then I'm the person that has to leave all the notes in the, for the shopper to see, because I'm not gonna pay all this money, and the shoppers always bring me stupid shit because they don't know how to shop. And now it's gonna be winter, so stuff is really gonna be, jacked up. So, yeah, I wish I didn't have to do it, but I do, and I just gotta take it. Produce is so expensive to play. Yeah. I brought a rotisserie chicken once, and they gave me a rotisserie pigeon. What? From where? From Walmart? This is. Are you for real? It was a pigeon? Or are you just joking? My nose. You can pick your Walmart location, and delivery is free, and it's so there's no service fee. So the only thing you're paying for is tip and the yearly fee, Gina. That's not bad. I wish I liked their produce, but I don't. Oh, just meaning it's small. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm like I said, that's somebody just not caring. But if they picked it out for them, it would be a chicken size. Well, you never know. I haven't been in grocery stores in so long. They could have been serving pigeon. I wanted to see what it was like to type a sentence without an emoji at the end, but the joke tanked. Oh, no, I don't think I pay attention to emojis that much either. I just thought I haven't been in a grocery store in so long that they might be having pigeon up in there. Don't people eat pigeon? Maybe that's not as people don't do it as I thought they did. I thought people eat, but now I'm about to see. Maybe it's something. No, it's what's it called? Is it quail? Man, and not pigeon. What's the other one? Might be quail? No, Gina. What's the one that Tasha was eating and I said, "Oh, what does that taste like?" And you don't like it? What is Oh, a hen. Yeah, it's a hen. That's why I got confused. The hen. uh but I think hens are becoming more common. Oh, people eat quail too, or duck. In Italy, they eat pigeons, horses, and rabbits. Horses? Wow. I know people used to eat rabbits. People used to bring in like the rabbit's bones and stuff to show and tell. Rabbits and raccoons to show and tell because their family had just ate it. You guys remember show and tell? What was like the weirdest thing anybody showed you guys in class? I think mine was the raccoon. That freaked me out the most. They had a raccoon skull, and they were like, "Yeah, we just ate this last night." I was like, "What?" Sweetums, you had me screaming. The Cornish game had blah. It tastes gamey to me. Yeah, I don't think I could do it. I don't think I could taste anything but chicken and turkey and that type of thing. I have the Hunger Games cookbook and they have recipes for roadkill. Oh, shoot. I mean, it's good people don't waste food like that, but I'm not going to be the one. You never did show and tell? Oh, dang. Did anybody do show and tell? Have show and tell in their school? I never did show and tell. Like, I never went up and I didn't have nothing to show. We gonna show, hey, this is a broke bitch life. I don't got shit. Or a poor kids thing. Oh, nobody had show and tell. Wow, I didn't go to kindergarten here, so no show and tell for me either. I didn't go to kindergarten. Um, I started off in first grade, but show and tell in our schools were probably up until like sixth grade, I think. Not roadkill. But in acting class, we had to embody somebody or something we admire. I was a kid. Yeah. Like I said, that was really the only interesting thing anybody brought in. Other than that, it was just boring stuff. The YouTube safe version. Oh, instead of saying that, gosh. I think hopefully YouTube pays attention and more people monetize with those words and they'll just leave me alone. Winter acting class is cool. I was shy. We always had plays, but I don't think it was like act. I don't know if that's acting class too. I mean, we always just did plays. We had the drama club. It was called. I love the drama club. It was like in a. We had a regular school, and then club was in a what's it called? In a trailer next to the school. So we would have to walk in the trailer. It was cool. I liked it. And I am very shy. Like I said, I was mute, but I still did drama club. That was the only place where I talked in school. I'm shy in social situations on stage. I am not. Yeah, that's the same way I am. I love playing in plays, but before and especially after, when everybody has to do all the grades and stuff, I just zoned out, and then I never remembered what I did on stage. But everybody said I was so good. What's the most interesting possession you have, and not anything negative, so we keep it light? Interesting possession. I just think it's my coin banks. My um. That's what every time I think about it, for me that they're the most interesting. I don't know if anybody else would find it like that. How long were you mute? I didn't know that. I was mute until I would say like seventh grade. I think 1 through 6 was very hard for me, and then even after seventh grade, I wouldn't say much. And if we had to read, you know how you had to read along in class the books. When I was reading, my voice would just totally go away, and I wouldn't be able to say anything during the middle of reading. So eventually, like the teacher would just move on, but there were long moments of silence. Like, oh, she's really not going to start reading that other word. There was nothing coming out of my mouth. So after that, it was sort of off and on. I still never said much all throughout school, though. Uh, yeah, for show and tell, it would definitely be my little. I'm gonna be doing my show and tell on my channel once I do videos and I get them closer to me. I'll show you a few of them, so you guys will know what I'm talking about when I'm talking about my little dolls, because they're not like carry dolls; they're coin banks. What about you guys? I think people's collections are very interesting. Sweetums, you first, and like I said, I think mine are more interesting because I always get them in a period where I think something's haunting me, and I feel like when I get them, I look for them and I look for sort of energy, and then when I get them, it's like the thing goes away. I don't know how it's spelled. I don't know if it goes in them. I don't know if they scare it away, but it goes. Sweetums, you first of all, I think I have an egg cup collection that may be mildly interesting, but with it, I have my original baby spoon with baby when baby spoons were metal. Oh, I haven't seen it in forever. I hope I still have it in my totes. I have like old baby. They weren't mine. I just found them. I think at the thrift store once, but it's like baby Snoopy spoons, and they're so old. I hope I can find them again. Those are cool too, though. I have vintage musical, and music boxes, and also my shoes, ballet shoes. Oh, okay. So you have music boxes like Diane has. I know Diane said she collects music boxes too. Yeah. Like I said, I have one. I have a few music boxes that I bought myself, but then the one from my grandma that's just there that I really don't. Thing needs to be put away. I don't care about that really. It's just old. That's the only reason why I keep it. I use my baby spoons to eat my soft. Oh, oh really? The soft boiled eggs. I remember I used to have it in the cutlery drawer just because I had it. And then when my daughter was a teenager, she would not wash a dish, a spoon, anything. So if we were only didn't have any forks and spoons left, she would be eating with that small Snoopy spoon, and I'll be like, "Girl, you're so lazy. Got the nerve to eat with that small Snoopy because you can't wash a spoon." Uh, but you didn't do it for that purpose. You did it because that was your spoon. That's not why she did it. What is your favorite musical winter? I have a carousel that moves, plays music. Horses go up and down. Oh, that's cool. Good morning. I just woke up. Hey, Jessie Lynn. We're gonna be what's it called? I get my book Wednesday. Uh, So I don't know what day you said you were gonna be able to purchase it, but let us know because mine comes in Wednesday, and then we can start when you're ready. I can't stand when they put a single spoon in their in the empty soup. Oh yeah, I remember those days. I have a ballerina bear in a tutu, and it does pirouettes and plays love story themes. Oh, that's really cool. I remember you mentioned that theme. Yeah, one day you're gonna see me come on and I'll be like, I have a doll that's called Queen of the Gnomes. There's the one that's called Dolly. They all have names. So I'm buying mine today on Kindle. Okay. Alright, good. So when mine comes in, you guys will be ready. Have you ever I don't like Maya Angelou. I think that I mean I don't if that's just a poem, I read the poem. I don't know if she turned it into a book. But yeah, that was a huge poem. Everybody was, obsessed about it at one point, but I don't know why I don't like Maya Angelou. I just don't. But I didn't know she was mute too. Um what you're saying a library card? I found mine at the library on the Libby. So a library does digital reading freedoms for free? Oh, it's a book about why she went mute. It does not resonate with you. Yeah. But I don't know. I don't know. But hers was all. Yeah, I don't think I went mute for. I didn't go mute like from something like happening beforehand. I just got mute because I just never was around people, so for some reason my voice just would not happen. I think it was way more from anxiety, like crippling anxiety. I don't collect anything, but I hang on to weird stuff from sentimental reason. Well, that's still something because the original question was, is there something that you collected, not like a collection of stuff? So, what is like one of the weird things that you have? I still have a Hello Kitty Cha 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 Hill my niece gave me when she was 4 years old. She was moving to Colorado, but she thought she was going on vacation. She wanted us to stay connected. A Cha 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 Hill? What does that mean? It's just like Hello Kitty Cha 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 Hill. Um, so I don't have the library card though. I should get one. I don't know why. What you guys gotta tell me about this library card? I don't. I don't know what you're talking about. Uh, so there's what a library that you can go on to and find stuff. Oh, just one shoe of Hello Kitty's. Oh, I'm trying to figure out what it is, and you're saying it was just one of the shoes from Hello Kitty's. John collects Monopoly from different states and themes. Oh, okay. I didn't know Monopoly changed like that. That's sweet, Gina. Yeah, it is. I liked when you guys played the Monopoly game online, though. That was funny. Especially when you can knock over the pieces of somebody's. And if you have a library card, your local library will have different apps. Oh, okay. Shoot, I'm sure my library card is expired, so that's not going to help me any. But that's good. I might eventually, if I am out there one day, if it's ever somewhere where I could go to several places, I might do that. Oh, okay. Even though I don't like the digital stuff, if it's all free, I might read more often if I don't have to buy a book every time. We call those little princess heels, wait, little plastic princess heels like little girls wear cha-cha heels. Wait, so that it was big enough for, it was a girls? Oh, so it was a regular size shoe in Hello Kitty. Cha-cha heels. You guys remember those hard plastic jelly shoes? Oh my gosh, those when I went to school in like the early 80s or whatever. Those were just so everybody had them, and I remember I finally got them. And those things were so painful. I couldn't believe everybody was going around wearing those damn things. Some plastic ass, hard ass shoes. Oh my god. Oh, those made my feet see. Ew, those hurt. Dang. I remember wanting to take them off so bad because I didn't wear them at home at first. The first day I wore them, I was in school. And I swear I wanted to cry. Yeah, they looked really cute. Oh, that's the one that's expecting? Oh. Yeah, how does Monopoly have different states? I don't know. Maybe it's just like the themes on them might change. The only thing I have a lot of is books, and I did have 4 bins full of Bath and Body Works perfume, but I donated them in a few months ago. But growing up, porcelain dolls and mini spoons. We were just talking about. Oh, were you here when we talked mini spoons? And my mom. Yeah, I started to collect porcelain dolls for my daughter, and she was terrified of them. And I thought she would get used to them, and she did not. Every time she's like, "Mom, I don't want those dolls. I don't want those dolls." And so then I tried to give them away to her cousins. They wouldn't take them either. So I was so sad I couldn't collect no porcelain dolls. I should have. I couldn't even collect it for myself. That's how scared they were. That's why, because Eminem has dolls and I have mini spoons. Yeah, but my dolls are ceramic coin banks. Oh, that's good, Gina. You guys, I'm still wondering if I should get stuff for potato salad tomorrow and hurt myself making it. I think even if I buy the stuff, I'm really not wasting it because it will be made. The ingredients could be put in a different dinner if I don't make it for the potato salad. Jesse, remember the last time I made potato salad? How bad I was hurting. I'm trying to really, amp myself up to making it again. Jesse, what's your favorite book? My favorite book is I don't know if you know who J.D. Robb is. It's Nora Roberts, but she writes as J.D. Robb. The In Death series book, those books are good. And I only got she writes like 2 a year in the series, and sometimes these little books, little ones. So I always used to get 2 a year, but I stopped a while ago. What's that? What from water? But I have I think 30 books from the series. So for example, the Ocean City Monopoly has one of the real streets and businesses, and same with each Monopoly. It's so much fun. We buy two if we want to play, and the one we don't stay. Oh yeah, stay in the packaging. Yeah, ceramic dolls like the ones in scary movies. They don't have it's ceramic coin banks, so they're not big or anything. They're just small coin big size. I'll show you guys soon. Eminem, do you have that veggie chopper? Yeah. Wait, that got the holes, and you just press the corner down, and it cuts them. Yeah, I got the veggie chopper. The thing that gets me is I don't know why, the potatoes, and I think it's just a mixing of everything. It's so hard to stir everything together because the potatoes are heavy. And I don't make a small batch. I make a batch that lasts for 3 days, and then also I give my sister some. So I don't make a small batch. If it was small, I don't think it would hurt as bad. Uh, Jesse, I hope you guys. Oh yeah, she answered that question. It's the in Death. If you can't hear that, what I'm saying. So an in depth series by J.D. Robb. Um, because I know sometimes this mic doesn't pick up. Let me type it in. Oh, you got it. You got it, J.D. Robb. Yeah, her real it's Nora Roberts. If you know who Nora Roberts is, she just writes as J.D. Robb. And the first book is Naked in Death. Um, has anyone ever seen the same movie more than once at the theater? No, I never went to a movie twice at the theater. Have you guys? Gina, yes, all of the Lord of the Rings. I'm a giant nerd. Sweetums, I saw Joy Luck Club 4 times in the theater. Then I read the book. Really? Yeah, I don't. Nope, I've never seen it twice. Yeah, yeah, she just writes that for the Death series. I'm trying to think. Yeah, she wrote a couple more books. I don't know, but she's the author that I have most. Half of my books are probably Nora Roberts and J.D. Robb books. I probably have all together probably a good 80 of her books or something. My favorite book is Pride and Prejudice, but I love Alison Noel books. I think I read Pride and Prejudice. I just, like I said, all the books that I read over like 20 years ago. I would read, like working security, I read like literal 3 books a day, 3 books a week. So, 3 books a week for 3 years, and I kept all the books. Around 2 to 3 books a week. Well, some people stole some books, but most of the books I kept. But they have been in storage for like 6 years untouched, and I'm afraid something got to them probably, even though they're all in totes. I saw Purple Rain twice and The Lion King 3 times. I still have never watched The Lion King. I know everybody references it, and I'm like, I've never watched it. What's you guys' favorite movie? I'm trying to think of mine. Mm, I had a crush on Russell Wong. He was the one who cheated on his wife and ate that watermelon. What was my favorite movie? I know it's got to be a scary movie, I think. I would say one of them. I think the first Conjuring um, movie is up there with me, like one of the top movies. The original Conjuring. And I think the first Annabelle, too. I know him and I know the waterman scene, Gina. He's so cute. So embarrassing, but I love, 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 still to this day, Potter books. Yeah, I read all of them. Those were my favorite books I ever read as a kid. I have all the books in each version, even the trunk with all the books. See, I read them in my 20s. You guys were just, you were still a kid, I guess, but I read them in my early 20s, all the books. I don't know, but if there was another book that came out after the 7, then I didn't read them all. I read up to 7. I used to love the movies too. But now that when I tried to watch a movie, like a couple of years ago, I was like, oh, I don't really care about this as much anymore. Guess I lost interest, but I used to love some Harry Potter. Now I'm looking up this guy. What's his name? I probably won't think he is. Let me go back and find it. Where did it go? Why does it sound like I just heard a cat meow and stuff? Oh, Russell Wong. Is that my... Oh, wow, he really aged, didn't he? Oh, wait, no, no. Yeah, he did. I know who he is. Um, Gina, you haven't read Harry Potter? I love Harry Potter books too. I also have the magical creature books. Oh, she wrote some different books? That author's too much of an asshole, of the Harry Potter books. Oh, the books? Yeah, the books are way better than the movies for Harry Potter. Jesse, have you been to Harry Potter World and Universal Studios? I didn't know there was. Oh. So there's more Harry Potter books? Are you guys talking about? I said I thought I heard meowing, but I think it's my lungs telling me that I need my inhaler. But I'm not going to use it till I get off here. Uh, Pretty in Pink, Still Magnolias, Joy Luck Club, Last Geisha, Monsoon Wedding, Welcome to Dollhouse. I love so many movies. I gotta watch Still Magnolias again to see if I really like it. I think it was okay. Pretty in Pink was okay. Joy Luck Club. Oh, I don't know. I probably watched that too. I don't think I watched The Last Geisha or Monsoon Wedding or Welcome to the Dollhouse. What, the guy I just looked up? You're talking about Sweetums? Yeah, I've seen him in movies. I was just seeing if I knew what you guys were talking about. He's alright. He's alright. He's alright. He's not really ugly, so he's okay. He's average. No, I've never been. I never went to Florida once when I was 13. But it was for my little brother's birthday. He was 3, and I was all about Winnie the Pooh. All about Winnie the Pooh. I love Winnie the Pooh. I only saw the first 2 movies because of my niece. Oh, the Harry Potter. Uh, there are spin-off little books about the subjects they studied. Oh, okay. No, thank you. I wouldn't be into that. Can you use it when we can talk to each other? Wait, can you use it? We can talk amongst each other. Did I miss something with Winter Moon? maybe. Let me go back and see. I don't think I missed anything. If I did, can you say it again, Winter Moon? Because you said, can we use it when we talk amongst each other? I'm pretty Pin Peak. Andrew McCarthy was so cute in that. I was a big fan of independent film and foreign film. I really never know when something's in an independent film or foreign film. It's like I just watch it, then people talk about it like that after. I love Jared Butler's movies. I've seen a few of those. Oh, hope you are okay. What? You talking about we get me? I'm fine. I just have asthma, so sometimes when my everything is dry as hell in my system, it just acts out. I have an inhaler to use. It's not like I'm out of breath asthma. It's just like not right now. It's just like in my chest. Just so you can buy wands that interact with the magical items in the park, and they sell Butterbeer. Yeah, I heard that. It's amazing. I have a Death Eater wand. I want a wand, though. I would like a Harry Potter wand. Thank you very much. Sweetums, there's where my love for James Spader started. Such a good actor. What lungs? Winter? Sorry, just got worried. Oh no, I'm not. It's not an asthma attack. It's just when you get mostly in winter and it gets real dry, I'll start wheezing a little bit more. But I thought it was a cat meowing at first. I was like, why does it sound like a cat meow? And then I'm like, oh, that's me. Uh, I want to go so bad and get one. I've seen YouTube. Yeah, getting the wands. They dry heat. The dry heat from the furnace. Yeah, that's what it is. It sucks because it just makes everything so much more dry. And then if I have to take medicine extra, like an extra dose, it just really, I just dry out like a prune. I've been drinking water this whole time and it just feels like I haven't. Have you ever seen the train, How to Train Your Dragon, the live version? You, I have the wooden ones and the plastic ones that make noise. Oh, I didn't hear the wheezing. Oh no, now you hear the wheezing? I'm gonna be self-conscious. Even when I do use my inhaler, it takes forever to go away, so I don't know if I really don't want to use it right now. Oh yes, I bought it and I love it. I can't wait for the next one. Sweetums Love Secretary. I always got all mushy at the end where he washes his hair. Did you guys ever watch City of Angels with Nicolas Cage? That movie got me in the movie theater. I think that was one of the only movie I walked out all shocked and everything and crushed and but it might have been you guys might have been too young for that when it was out in theaters. But I really walked out like in a trance. My mouth was open wide, my heart was broken. I think that was the first movie that really got me. Wheeze away. I didn't hear it till now, but it's not loud. Don't worry, I don't want it to be anything. I should have just shut up. uh you guys seen is it City of Angels, right, with Nicolas Cage? That movie, oh my goodness. I wanted to get Lupin's wand because Lupin? Um, because he's my favorite. But the Death Eater one I have has thorns on it. You would buy it at. Oh, so I was about to say, do Death Eaters have wands? But they just make it like it's a. Do they have wands in the movies? Yes, with Meg Ryan. Yes, he's an amazing actor. I cried for real. I didn't cry, but if I was alone, I probably would have. And all the way home, I was just like in. I was just like in this shock, and even when I got home, I just sat there. It took me like a long time to break out of it. And Iris, wait, did you say Iris a song? Yes, Iris is a good song too. A few songs from that movie is really good. I have to get there and get one, but I don't know which wand I would want. I have to think hard on this. The bad guys in HP have wands too. Yep. Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know. Um. Wait, I'm not thinking about. I'm not thinking about. I'm thinking about what are they called? What are those flying? Are they the Dementors? I haven't watched that movie in so long. The flying things, the dark ones. I hope you get to go. Yeah, Dementors. Yeah, I'm thinking they got wands. I'm like, they have wands. That happened to me in Passion of the Christ. My dad got worried because the theater cleared out and I was still sitting there and zoned out. Yeah, he had to help me up. A lot of people got affected by the Passion of the Christ. I didn't. I don't know. But my sister was really, really like, my older sister was really affected by it. A lot of people were at that time though when they were watching it. Oh, Death Eaters are just bad wizards. Okay. Could never watch that movie, Gina. Oh, the Passion of Christ. I don't know why I didn't. It didn't affect me so much. I don't know. But my sister, I just remember her being all broken up and stuff. But yeah, it was definitely because I liked Nicolas Cage a lot in his movies. He started to suck out as he got older. The same thing as John Travolta. What happened to John Travolta? He used to be so good of an actor, and now they didn't age very well. Neither did Brad Pitt. Like those are the people that I used to watch all the time, and now I'm like, what the heck are they even doing? I was raised in Catholic, but to see it fucked me up. Yeah, I can't do the visuals, especially when they're gory. Yeah, John Travolta still think he can dance. Yeah, John Travolta needs to go somewhere and retire because he he totally changed with age. John Travolta makes a terrible bad guy. Yeah, I liked him in Face Off though. If you saw that movie, him and Nicolas Cage, that was a good movie. Uh, we wanted to go to Disney when we go for the wedding, but it's so expensive we just can't. Yeah, it is. I'm gutted because I know my kids would lose their minds, but we can't right now. In a few, maybe. That's what I felt about my daughter. My daughter, because I was like, oh, I was never ever able to take you to any Disney, and she was like, I don't care about that. And I'm like, oh, okay. But I wonder if she'll feel the same for her baby. My Kevin Costner is aging lovely. Oh, uh, you guys really got affected by Passion of the Christ. Yeah, I think only British guys make excellent baddies. You guys like Kevin Costner? I don't think he could act. I don't know. Um, I'm trying to think. Is there anybody smexy that was acts now? Because all the people aged and got ugly. I'm sure there's a few guys I don't know what their names are and stuff, but from back in the day that I used to watch all the time, I don't think there's anybody that stayed sexy. And then it was like Grey's Anatomy, they just made everybody look sexy because once they were off the show, the men didn't look good anymore. Like Miss Steamy and McDreamy, they looked good as hell on the show, but any other show they were on, it didn't seem the same. Didn't have the same energy. Uh, you already looked up that one, right? The Richard one. I know it was intentional on the show to make them look that way, but it seemed like when it's you could make somebody look away. How come? What is it? They just got the right angles because how come when they go on other stuff, it doesn't look the same? It's not just acting; they look way better on Grey's Anatomy. Is it makeup? You know. I feel bad about McSteamy's. He got I don't know his real name, but he has a horrible, I forgot what the disease is called now, so he's really doesn't have much motion left in him in a wheelchair and everything. It's sad. Um Gina couldn't after I watched the movie I pulled everything in my part watching that. Yeah, great makeup artist, but I think it's angles and everything too. Patrick does he has the best nose job ever. Oh, okay. And Hannibal freaks me out and it. I love it. I only like the first it and then the last I think the third one. The second one sucked. Here is a question. If someone called you when your health was better and asked you to be a makeup artist for a huge show, you would you consider it? If they had somebody doing eyebrows, because I don't do eyebrows. That's one thing I don't do, and I don't. I doubt I would ever learn it. Because one thing about me, when it comes to doing something and I get a stomach ache from just the thought of it, I know I won't attempt it. I'm not going to risk my stomach ache. So if somebody says, "Oh, you gotta do eyebrows," I'll be like, "Hell no! They better have an eyebrow artist up in there, and I'll do everything else, just not the eyebrows." That's why I knew I couldn't really, follow that as a dream because I wasn't about to do the entire face. Um, Jesse, that's brutality. I could see my parents. I really had them worried. For what? The movie? Wait. For what, Gina? When you were little, what did you guys want to be when you grew up? I really thought I was going to be a lawyer and then a therapist. And then, like I said, it grew into like a makeup artist and all that stuff. I changed my things a bunch of times. But originally, little me thought I was going to be a lawyer. Clowns scared me. Shoot, that's why I like watching the It because it's scary. And Gina said doctor. And Gina went to school. You said you went to school to a certain point, right? I don't know if you said you finished it to be come on. Winter Moon was the dancer. Gina, exactly. My parents were emotional and sitting on the edge of the couch. My dad's hands were in the fist and he was all crying. My dad was secretly tearing up. Are you guys like how a lot of people were? Where they were like, that movie shouldn't have even been made? I wanted to be a butcher or a cashier. Really, Sweetums? Dang, a cashier though? Who the heck wants to be a cashier? I was a cashier a lot of times. No, thank you. I hated being a cashier. I want Gina as my doctor. Williams, I was past the crying stage. I was just staring and couldn't move. Why did you guys give it up? Mine was my health knocked me out of knocked me out of any fucking thing. Gina, I can't handle clowns. I was on the boardwalk once and a clown popped up and scared me. I punched him in accident and ran crying. Oh my goodness. I remember I was doing a scary, a haunted, what are they called? The haunted houses during Halloween. And it was in this, like, this big, they had the whole baseball stadium where you, like, ran through it, for the haunted part, certain parts in the stadium. And one part was a whole clown section, and I didn't know, and that clown trapped me in there with him, and everybody left me, and I was trapped in there with the clown. It was horrible. There was a whole bunch of flashing lights, and, like, you couldn't really see where you were going. And the clown had, like, this big fat clown suit on. I'm like, damn, and everybody left me. And he would not let me pass. That's the worst thing about it. It didn't matter how much I was like, okay, I'm done. He kept on blocking my way to get out. Uh, so I wanted to be ICU nurse, but my mom's cousin said no because he had to be, wait, he had too big of a heart and couldn't handle the loss. Yeah, in the NICU. Oh, guys, you guys have fun. All right, good night, Larry. I didn't know you were still around listening. Have a good night. Sweetums, I love learning about you. The twists and turns, I'm all here for it. I danced with a fracture to my spine. We were taught that it's no pain is different in the world. Yeah, that sucks. My next dream was that lovely word that I won't even try to say. And my big brother paid to make sure that happened after I graduated. I'm forever grateful. Oh, that's sweet. That's very cool of your brother. Yeah, he'll make an awesome vampire. I love learning about you, Boobina, and everyone here. Me too. That's why we're always asking the questions because it's always interesting. That's why I said I'm always interested to pick everybody's brain. That's how I am naturally. Winter did the dancing fracture your spine. We got one more like to reach the ten goal limit. One more like. Somebody hit the like. And we have so much different life history and interest too. Yep. Even with my sister, it's like I could when she answers questions on here, it's like I'm hearing them for the first time too. A lot of them. Also, because it's a small group, we are getting to know each other. Thank you, Eminem, for doing this. You're welcome. Yeah, I'm glad it's smaller. That's why I said I don't want it too big. Even though it won't get too big, I don't want it to get too big. I can't do that. I wouldn't be able to keep up. I've been doing it for many years till the sea happened, yeah, to me. And man, I loved it so much. I was top of my class and never missed a vein. My dad taught me, he was a paramedic. Yes, I look forward to the moment the most of the day. Oh, sweetums, I can't believe it. I'm glad that you guys are enjoying this as much as I am. Like I said, that means a lot to me because I decided to do this instead of just give up every single thing. I'm like, I'm not gonna give up my channel, not again. I'm like, my people will come even if I don't show myself. Because I was just thinking about how am I gonna set up at night, and then I'm like, I'm not gonna be myself if I always gotta look at what am I doing. Can't just lay down and talk to you. Here I could lay down and talk to you. I'm sorry if you guys are hearing extra things tonight. My system's still on overload, so I'm like fidgeting with things, trying to keep it away from the microphone, but I wish my system would just calm down. It's like the guy is gone. I guess, like I said, it's not knowing if this is an inspection for selling the house. And any landlord I ever had, landlords always screw you. They're like, oh, yep, you gotta go. You got 30 days, And if we have 30 days during the winter, I doubt we'll find a place that quick. Sweetums, I had my leg on my partner's shoulder and it was arched back. He dragged my leg in the air, but he let go, unfortunately. And I slammed on my spine and lay there. No one stopped the music or checked. Oh my goodness. Just I heard with nurses, you're either a vein whisperer or you're a catheter whisperer. You're definitely the vein. That's cute. You married a Womblin man? Womblin? I don't know. Coco was staring at me for the longest. She just went for it and started kissing me because of the peanut butter on my mouth. Don't beg. Or help me. I got up, but I knew it was bad. Oh no. Oh, your nervous system is. Yeah, it's still. My nervous system is always like that no matter what because of just, like I said, all that I went through, but it gets really, really hyped up when something like this happens. So yeah, it's still going. 30 days during the winter would be too cruel. Yeah. And like I said, this is the month of a lot of death anniversaries and all that stuff. So this is the worst month of the year for me. I know I would have sued. You say you didn't want to sue. I would have sued. Done something. I know the second he left the military after 13 years, he went straight into being on the rig, just like my dad. Don looked up to my dad and wanted to make him proud, and he did. Well, inspectors, yeah, there's nothing good about them. When it comes to anything, inspectors, it's like, oh gosh, really? And like I said, I don't know. We don't have a year lease, so it's only month to month, which means we could give them 30 days for saying we're gonna leave, and they could give us 30 days for saying we gotta go. So it's pretty scary. Winter, ouchie, you dancers go through it, yeah. Oh, balloon ambulance. I would have took etching. If that's what stops you from dancing. Gene, that's so sweet. Don't tell Cobalt I said that. I mean Jesse, I said Gene. I'm so sorry, man. That's weird. You have a death month too. Yep. Yours is May. Well, May 1st is when my mom passed away, so May's not too good either, but December's definitely way more hits in the month. Um Winter, I'm sorry that should never happened. You know, I would never can't handle that ego. All types of dance, ballet, jazz, everything. Yeah, they are sweetums. They're high school sweeties. Even before high school, I know Jesse will say something. I meant to make of that scary, but I'm praying you don't have to move. Yeah. I mean, we want to move out of here because this house is not up to date or whatever. But when we're ready, when we're financially ready and stuff, not just boom, here you go, and wait till a little bit of winter to be over. I became very sick soon after. My dad passed 2 weeks before my brother, and my brother passed on. Oh no, on your birthday? He was waiting to wish me a happy birthday. Oh, before he left. Well, my brother that got murdered was my twin brother, so my birthday doesn't ever feel that good because I'm supposed to have my twin brother there with me. So I try to make it something, but it is very, very hard. And I still, if I have a cake, it still has both of our names on it. And when people sing happy birthday, it has to be both of our names. I won't let it just be single. Because I wasn't born a single, you know. Hey, Jen, welcome in again. Oh, my likes are 11 now? Okay, I see 10, but that usually means they're 11. Doesn't show me all the likes. Uh, Winter, that's beautiful. I did ballet, jazz, tap, and more contemporary when I was younger, and we moved in. I was devastated, but Kay didn't have the feet for it. Oh, Williams, I am so sorry to hear that. That is heavy. Yeah, it is. I didn't realize he was your twin brother. Yep. I lost him when we were 17. That's why when twins argue and all that stuff, I'm just like, up, if you only knew what it feels like to not have your twin. Jesse says, do not have the feet. Don't listen. You had to start. Heart and the passion. I mean, I'm not savvy too, so sorry about your twin. Thank you guys. That's what I said. I don't tell much about my life, but I've had a really, really bad life. It's okay. Jesse and Gina, I'm okay. Mental makeup, that's the hardest thing to go through, losing a twin, yeah. Yeah, they have Sweetums. Sweetum says it's okay, I'm okay, but Sweetums, you don't realize how much things have changed your way of thinking in certain ways. Like you're like, I don't want an afterlife. I don't care about the next life on. It's because of how hard this life was on us, you know. It shouldn't be that way. Well, so much of keeping it light. My apologies. No, that's I like I said, I don't mind the vast you know, stream of emotions we go through here. That's what this is here for. I don't get off here feeling any darker or sadder than I am before I came on here. If anything, I'm laughing through the times where I would just be playing my game and being silent. I want to be talking to anybody. You know, it's weird that uh, I went through a lot of years just not talking, not saying a word all through the day because there was nobody to talk to. And then when I had to move in here, yeah, some days we don't even talk to each other because I stay in my room, you know. So I'll talk to her a little bit here and there, but I still don't talk unless I'm talking to my sister. If she calls me, there's some days still don't talk at all. So I don't mind, and I know nobody else minds. And if somebody did mind, I wouldn't care because I don't mind. If you know what I'm saying. That's beautiful, Jesse. Both so lucky to have each other and did not waste any time. I gotta watch your video you put up today too, Jesse. I just haven't got around to it. My mind's just been all over the place, but I will be watching it. Probably when I get off when I'm playing my games. So yeah, you never left me. But I moved after 10th grade and it gutted us, so his dad drove him down to visit me. And my dad drove me to visit him, and after everything deployment, he visited me first. Yeah, that's a sweet love story for you guys. Now you have 11 of us yapping all the time. 11? All the time. Some people come in and say hi, and that's all they really say. But, yeah. I didn't think I would be doing this. I don't know if it's what number night it is. But I thought, oh, we're not gonna have things to talk about and everything. It's so cute. Do you ever play video games on stream? No. My video games are boring, like very simple video games. They have it now where you could play the YouTube games in your live, but only you're playing it, not anybody else. And they're too, like I said, they're too simple. I just use them to pass the time. But I don't play games that are with controllers or anything like that. Jesse, what a story, yeah. I love it so much. Turned me into a semi night owl. One hoop for you, Sweetums. Our story has hilarious ups and downs, but I love every memory, even our fights in laughter. Yeah, you guys have a very good way of communicating with each other. I saw that when you guys were playing that hard ass game where I would have been probably slapped the person I was playing with, and you guys got through that. That's why I said, even though you guys got stressed too much in that game, that was fun as hell to watch and funny as hell to watch. Jesse, have you ever considered writing a book? It sounds amazing. Oh, I slapped him. You guys, I'm just saying your communication though, is very good. So you don't think you always wanted to be a night owl? Welcome, yes. That is funny though. I wish there were like the word games. I know that some people used to do back in the day, where everybody could try to fill out the words and stuff. But I know that if I had that up and I wind up doing it, I wouldn't be able to guess the words because I would have too much anxiety. I could do when other people are hosting it, but if I had to host it, I doubt I would be getting be any help to the team because I'd be too nervous. Thank you guys. Who? I've written books, just not about us, but I would definitely write one about us. Just never thought about to do it. I want to start playing Scrabble again. Oh yeah, I haven't played. I don't think I've ever played Scrabble the rules way. I think everybody that I played Scrabble with in my past, they had always made up their own rules. So I really don't know how to play the legit way. They had always had their rules all set and playing with other people, and I had to learn their way. Jesse, when you write a book, I'll be the first in line. Real life Scrabble or online Scrabble? I used to like I said, I used to like play Monopoly. Did you guys ever play Sequence? That used to be a good game too, but for me to learn that game over again, I don't know the rules to it. But Sequence used to be good. And Sorry, we would even play Sorry. I used to play Uno. There's no way in the world I would be able to catch all the rules and stuff now. And then they put extra rules on now. I think and it's like they made it not fun. You ever play Sequence? That's a good game. Twister was a game where I played when I was little. Grown people try to play it with me when I remember men used to be like, "Want to play Twister?" I'm like, "Hell no, you perverted person! Always trying to play Twister." My arthritis, but ain't playing no Twister. Oh. Well, that's why I always told you guys if you prefer something other than your screen names, let me know and I'll eventually learn it. But if not, I'm sticking with the easy screen names because it's hard for me to remember names. Mall Madness? That was a game? No, I don't think I ever played that. Let me look it up. Oh yeah, I never played that. That looks. Oh, did I play it before? I don't think so. That looks almost like Monopoly in a way. Oh no, definitely. Definitely didn't play it. But their Twister was my jam, but I can't handle that no more. That's why I was like, my body, even when somebody would ask me in my 20s, I'm like, heck no, I'm not doing Twister. But when I was little, we would play it. I remember Zozo and Case. That's a game? Is Zozo a game? Zozo and Case? I know I didn't play that as a game because I really never heard that one. What is what is what are you talking about? In the Ouija board, Gina? Gina. You talking about Zozo the Demon, Gina? I played Operation. Oh, that's what Sweetum says too, is it Zozo a demon? Yeah. Yeah, Operation is good too. Zoe and Casey. Oh, you said some Zozo and trying to bring out Zozo and shit. Gina had me looking up Zozo and the demon popped up. What the heck? Zoe and Casey. That's a game? How dare you to get Zozo the demon on my computer? Zoe and Casey. I was like, what? That's like, wait, that's. I don't know what I'm looking up anymore. Is it a game? Um, I used to watch Ouija board videos on YouTube, and all those people kept on summoning Zozo. Yeah, they're so stupid. Because, like I said, even if nothing happens to them in that session, you don't know what will come on their lives when they're away from everybody. Yeah, Operation was cool, Jen. Operation was so fun. The demon connection is gagging me. What is it, Gina? What is the game you're trying to talk about? Haven't played Operation since November 2017. I think I played it more recently than that, like my nephew had it or something. This is the this was this box with a scary demon on YouTube. Oh, you're talking about the Dibbit box, Jesse Lynn? You're probably talking about the Dibbit box. I was terrified. I should never have watched it at night. I forgot its name. It's a Dibbit box where people put like it's supposed to be trapping a demon, and you put hair and nails and all that stuff in the box and close it up with the prayers and stuff. Yeah, that's a Dibbit box. Those are real. Just thought about the game earlier. That was the wildest typo you ever had, Gina. But yeah, but what game is she talking about? Never heard of it. Yeah, me either. Who's Zozo? Did you ever pay attention? Do you even pay attention? Sweetums is. Oh, wait, what? Zoe and Winter's Kids. But how's that a game, Gina? You talking about do we pay attention? We were talking about games, and you said, did you? Oh, you were asking them. Listen here. I'm not gonna remember stuff like that because I told you I don't remember names. So you were asking them if they ever played the game. Oh, okay. Stop confusing me, Gina. She's really confusing me tonight. Right, the rubber band in operation. Maybe you pretend you're Zozo. Zozo, I don't think Gina's pretending she's Zozo because she'll get too scared of that. Sweetums, no, I just looked that up. I never want to play on a Ouija board again. Oh, you were looking at the videos, Jesse? Yeah, there's a lot of videos that are really scary out there. The actual person has to be Zozo. You sure that is it Dodo? What? The demon? You I don't know what Zozo's the demon. It's Zozo for a Ouija board. No, on YouTube, yeah, they summon a demon called Zozo. Not the trademark. You guys never heard of Zozo? Wow. Crazy, I'm gonna look it up, yeah. There's a couple of them that they summon with the Ouija board. Make sure to sage afterwards. I know I sure enough said I said that name a lot of times. I wasn't calling it. I was telling it to say hi to Gina. No, I'm just joking. I would never do nothing like that. My sister sages me regularly when she comes to visit. Does she? That's good. I always make sure my territory. I don't use sage though. I just make sure I have a white candle lit, and then I tell my daughter she uses sage for like the rest of the apartment. That's what I googled, Jesse. That's why when Gina said it, I said, "Oh, you just took me right there to a demon." I thought that's what she did, but she wasn't. She didn't mean it to be that way. I remember Candyman. Um, I'm gonna stage right now in Palo Santo. Yeah, I don't sage myself because I just feel like because you can make things more angry when you do cleanse and stuff. I don't know why sage feel. I feel like more stuff gets angry over sage than anything, but it could just be with my experiences. And then I scream in pain and my head turns 360. White Candle got me one of those too. Yeah. Uh, that's best for me because anytime you think about a cleansing, or even if you have to feel like you're fighting something, even just envisioning yourself with white all around doing stuff. So for me, that's more clearing than cleansing. But I haven't had anything scary happen to me as far as supernatural the last couple of days, which is good. Um, Sorry, Jesse, just kidding. Is it weird that me trying to make Zoe sound cute, it turned into this? I don't know. I just thought we were talking about games. That's where, and I was like Zozo. They said Ouija board demon. I was like, oh, that's Zozo. Oh, it wasn't a typo either. I thought it was a typo too. We really missed the ball on all aspects of that one, Gina. I'm trying to make this dang bobby pin open more so that when I wear it in my head, it's not trying to rip out my hair because it's so cute, but dang. I'm trying to like put my finger in between it so it will widen a little bit. This thing's hard. Ow. Ouch. That's not going to work. I am cute now, Gina. Yeah, Gina. Look what you did to Sweetums. I go to my priest and get regular cleansings and ointments done on our house. And our house is protected, yeah. I remember when I first moved to this city, in the first house I was in, it was so crazy. Like, there was a lot of stuff happening. So I had started going to church, and the priest literally drove me to the front of the house, saying that he would walk through and cleanse it, right? And then when he got in the front of the house, he said he's not going to cleanse it and left. I'm like, well, thanks a lot, priest. What good are you? You got scared? What kind of priest are you? So yeah, he got scared and didn't want to go in because he just was like the look of it and stuff. I was like, well, how do you think we feel? Me and my sister didn't have nowhere to go, and when stuff started ramping up, we would like run to the corner store in the winter just to get out of the house to get away from all the noise. Even the attic window blew out on the outside, not the inside. So the whole attic window, some type of wind went whoosh and blew the window out. And the landlord thought we did it, or I was like, we haven't even been up there. And he went up there, and all there was these weird footprints in the dust. It wasn't human footprints or anything. We were just, that whole house just scared me so bad. And that's when the cross were bent and stuff like that. Gina, you got me giggling. What kind of chat did I wander into? Why did why did I hit subscribe? Yes, because you just love it here. And you encourage everybody to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and join the conversation. Uh, what? I've never heard of a priest doing that. Yeah, I was all feeling a little bit okay that he was coming over. You know, we had been talking a long time. And so, like, first I was having, like, sessions with him. You know how they do their little therapy sessions or whatever? I was having sessions with him. And then, um, a couple of weeks later, he was like, okay, he drove me home so he could do the house. And then he did it. And then he told, he had his secretary call me and tell me that, he basically can't do sessions anymore because he's too busy. I'm like, what did you see in the house, and how are you gonna diss me because of it, bitch? I went to confession once and told the priest all my shit, and he wanted to be my personal spiritual advisor. No thanks, Padre. Yeah, I'm sure he did. Yeah, that's creepy too. Yeah, but that well, he was a pastor. I don't know if there's a difference between a pastor and a priest, but that pastor left me high and dry. Then he ended up cheating on his wife and getting like X'd out of the community anyway. But I stopped going there when he did that to me because I felt embarrassed. It was like you see the house running, then you don't even want me to have any sessions with me. I'm not about to go see you preach after that. How old was I? That was when I was like 33 or something. That house, well, it just was bad. It was like the first house I moved in, like away from my family when my daughter was older. And she used to sleepwalk in my room and her eyes would be red and it would scare me every single night. And I would have to be scared. I'd be like, go down, lay down, baby, blah, blah, all nice and stuff. But I was scared as hell of her, especially since her eyes were so red. Wasn't normal. Oh, the Ashley Madison scandal, yeah. Yeah. That was horrible. If you want to cheat, just go ahead and cheat on my site. I can't believe that. I always hated those commercials. I'm Roman Catholic. I stopped practicing when my nonna passed, and I was mad at God. And when I got see, sadly, I went back to church and accepted Him back into my life. And I feel at her every time I walk into church. Yeah, I just let Coco out. The spot I cleared it covered. I swear I'm gonna be trapped in there. In here, wait. This. Oh, it's already covered. Dang, that's really gonna be us soon. It's so scary. I hate it. Oh no, I'd pack us up and run. I had just moved in there and used all my money to get in there. I couldn't. Gina, give Coco all my love. Gina, can you salt the ground? That's what I say. That's what we do. Throw salt out. It's expensive, but at least at least keeps the path a little tiny bit clearer. Jesse, you don't remember? Oh, you what? She don't remember that site? That site was horrible. So now the snow doesn't stick, however, that works. Sweetums, is it too late? I will have to shovel. Wait, it is too late. I will have to shovel. Oh, so you didn't salt no layers of it? No, I never heard of it. I don't watch the news. I haven't. No, this used to be a commercial for a website of basically saying if you want to cheat, cheat here. Like everybody could cheat on their wives and husbands on this dating site. And then she got in trouble. But for years before that, it was just a regular dating site. But it was for cheaters. Cheaters, do you remember the special snow shovels? I've always seen them. Oh, what are you talking about? Those shovels that supposedly help you pick up the snow? We have 1 inch of snow right now, but John salted before we went to bed. Yeah, I don't know if we have any collectively yet, but I know Wednesday's gonna be bad. Nothing I messed up this season. Oh no, Gina. You gotta get some salt. Even just for the next storm that comes in. My sis records her and my brother-in-law shoveling, and she sets it to the Animal Crossing music for me, and it looks like fun. It is not fun. Light snow might be fun, but not heavy snow, and all of it doesn't get fun when you've done it for so many years. And when the heavy and all the snow just ruins shoveling as a whole. No, I never saw the commercial. I can't believe it. Yeah, it was straight up all out in the open. Am I the only West Coast person here? Well, I don't know. I think most of us are East Coast. $2 need shoes to go out in the cold? I saw the news of animals in the zoo in your city, and they're enjoying the snow. Oh, I have salt, but the snow is. Yeah, you didn't set it out there. Oh, damn. Just when you shovel again, make sure to set that dang salt out there. Jesse, do you play Animal Crossing? If you know, you know. My sister plays Animal Crossing. She always tries to show it to me, and I'm like, no, I don't want to see. Midwest represent. Yeah, but I swear I don't even know why they got a Midwest, because it's really more closer to the dang East Coast. Every time somebody says Midwest, it's like, yeah, you really Midwest. Oh, you're talking about the salt. I thought you meant the snow and cold. Yeah, but some dogs, especially if they're unless it's like freaking below zero or whatever, I think most dogs would take it to a certain thing. Okay, I'm not even saying nothing, Gina. I know, I know how people be arguing about that stuff. Um, I am an Animal Crossing lover. I complete everything, and yes, I know yeah, I don't know about it. I know one day my sister was trying to hit somebody with a shovel in Animal Crossing. So I was watching it, but it wouldn't let her. She said sometimes it let her hit people with the shovel. Um, did you guys ever get your Christmas shopping done? Are you gonna do any shopping? I Christmas shopping for me, no, because I know my daughter's just gonna want money. And I did Christmas shopping for the baby. I just let her pick out the stuff, and I just sent her the money for it. And I think that's it. I'll get my sister a little something, but the majority I don't gotta do. It's all over. Because I just bought my grandbaby a little walker and some clothes, some winter clothes. Uh, Coco just thought she would limp for a bit, but she's fine. Yeah, most dogs with snow don't get fucked up. They just used to it. Like I said, not unless it's some unbearable condition that we can even go through. No Christmas shopping for us either. My sis and I don't need anything, and I give my niece and nephew money. Yeah, I know it's like I want to find my daughter something, but she's gonna want money, so just gonna give it to her. Oh, you're talking about the Animal Crossing. I got Christmas treats for the dog and stuff for him and stuff for your brother. Going easy this year. Yeah. Just see, I bought her this cute teal fleece hoodie. She hates it. What, the dog? Or you're talking about your niece or something? It was probably the dog. Teal fleece hoodie. There's a whole concert. Oh, you're talking about Animal Crossing there. A lot of dogs are built for the winter, though. So they're not trying to have anything on. Like you said, they're being straight gangster. They know what they're doing. Uh, yeah, it sounds like. Like I said, for Christmas to me, I'm always bah humbug. I'm always like, but I always made sure with my daughter that she had a tree and stuff like that. But once she moved out of the house, I didn't have a tree in my house or anything like that. Um, well, she's trying to figure out what kind of tree to get now that the baby won't destroy, so he could have that, so the main thing is the babies. That's all I think. If there were no babies or anything, I just wouldn't care about Christmas, and I would just be like, here's some money to my daughter, and that's it. We do our Christmas shopping during the whole year, little by little, and lock the presents in the closet for the fam. But this year we could only do a little for our kids and friends, kids and nephews. I know people will understand though. I never could save presents. Every time I tried to think I could buy presents early, I always end up giving them away, giving them to my daughter early. She does the same thing for me too. We never could wait. Even if I would try to buy it a few days ahead of time, it's like I still never could wait. Only when she was like little, yeah, younger, I definitely had to wait for her gifts because if I didn't, she wouldn't be getting anything on Christmas. So yeah, I understand that. Just when she's older, it's like, oh, just here's your gift. Uh, oh yeah, I know Sweetums. That's why I haven't really been reading that from the side conversation. You need. Too bad Cherry's not in here because she plays it too. um, I'm the same. I get too excited and tell and give it. Yeah. They're so smart to do it that way, Jesse. I've seen thrifters who search for presents all year new with tags at the thrift store. Yeah. I always hope Christmas starts feeling like Christmas again, but it usually never does. And then with the price of, usually I get like a bunch of new candy canes, but they started getting too skinny to really enjoy whatever. But even if I wanted to get candy canes, they're trying to they have them $9, $10 a box. I'm like, who the fuck's gonna buy those? They're really tripping. And at Walmart, of all places, had it like that. I couldn't believe it. I know Dollar Tree has them. Yeah, but I can't get to Dollar Tree. I never tried to order from Dollar Tree before. Like the through the Instacart, I think has Dollar Tree. But still, you're paying the upcharge and all that stuff, so it really doesn't really not 125 anymore. But it still wouldn't be no $10. Gina, give her a treat each time. Maybe that will help. What? Get the coat on the dog? Yeah, I don't know. I'm stuck to what I could order through shipping, and like I said, through Instacart, and I'm not gonna pay all the extra fees because that's not gonna feel cheap to me anymore. If I'm paying, up charges and all that stuff, by the time I get it, it's not gonna feel like it's from the Dollar Tree anymore. I made up all this dark lore about my Animal Crossing island. That's so messed up. You would, Sweetums. I find that it's your personality right now. And yeah, they have a lot of them. Yeah. I think my sister goes there. When she goes there, I might tell her to grab me some, but I'm mad that I can't get them online. And how dare they charge $9 and $10? I love thrift stores, but we only have one where I live. And I'm Amazon girly. Yeah, I listen to what people what during the year and make lists under their names. And if they get it, I remove the item. Okay. Yeah, we don't have many thrift stores here either. I'm getting it said it is supposed to snow all next week too. Really? Oh no. I didn't even look at next week's. I know this week. I just hope it's not as bad as they're saying it is. This shit is starting too early. Yeah. That's why I said when I thought like I wasn't having this medical issue last night and I thought I had to go to emergency. I'm like, oh God, I'm gonna get stuck in the snow and never be able to leave the damn hospital. But I'm glad I didn't have to go. But I sure enough was about to go. Did you know Dole makes lollipop, pineapple and strawberry and banana flavored? No. It's pineapple alone. It's not mixed with anything. Dole and strawberry and banana flavors. I gotta look that up. I would like this if it was just a pineapple one, not mixed with anything. Let me see. I don't like strawberry or uh, pineapple. Dole. Oh, what's this on? Are they $1 million? Oh, they're all in. Oh, I know those probably taste good. Besides the strawberry one. Wait, orange, banana. Wait, pineapple, orange, banana, and strawberry. All in the same bag. I might have to try them if I can find them for a reasonable price if they're still around. Yeah, I see the bag. I just don't know if there's a reasonable price for them or they don't sell them anymore. Because it looked like the Walmart one said 98 cents, but then it said $6 shipping. They could kiss my grits for that one. But I know that pineapple one is probably good. Um. Oh, they have them at Dollar Tree too. I gotta have tell my sister to be on the lookout for that one. Jesse, they have driving snow shovel thingies, like a driving lawnmower. Yeah, a snow blower you're talking about. It's called a snow blower, but those things are expensive. Just I haven't touched it, and it takes a ton of gasoline too to use it. So it's expensive. It's expensive to buy and expensive to use. Jesse, I haven't touched that. I started on Saturday. I'm just gonna do a little at a time. Yeah, the roof is covered. Do you end up ever have to snow? You've had to get snow off your roof, Gina, ever? That's one thing we haven't had to do. Hopefully, it never starts. I don't know the snow lingo yet. Yeah, that thing costs a lot. Takes a lot of gasoline. I saw those. My neighbor luckily has one, and he's amazing and does the driveways when he can. John's weird and likes to do it, but I would love one for me. Oh, he likes just the original, just a shovel? Shoot. Yeah, they are costly. Gina, I like snow cones. I'm coming and bringing my syrup. You will have more than enough. I'll eat my way. Oh, never with the roof. That's good. That's usually more smaller houses. Yeah, that's all it is, Sweetums. Oh yeah, it gets heavy with snow. Winter, I hope you don't have sensitive teeth. Back in the day, we used to make ice cream with snow. Like we had some ice cream maker. I never really liked it, but I remember making it as kids. Watch your tongue. Have you guys ever got your tongue stuck on something when it was cold? That's a good question. I know I did because you're little. You test that shit out, and then when it happens, you're like scared as fuck that you can't get your tongue off of it. Any of you guys have that happen? It was, Joe's. It was. Oh, it is love we have. He's like fam. Our kids call him uncle. So you have to climb the roof and shovel it off. Well, with a ladder, yeah, a lot of people get up there with a ladder, and sometimes they like hit it, and it will cause like a mini avalanche, and it drops off. But sometimes people hire little crews to go up there and shovel it off. Oh yeah, I remember the Snoopy snow cone machine. I don't think we owned it. I just know other people had it. I'd be jealous. The guy across the street sidewalk looks nice and clear. Oh, I know. I used to hate shoveling, and if I would just have to shovel today, I would drop and freeze and be dead because that would be too much. But nobody else stuck their tongue to shit to get and it stuck in the winter. Oh, you yeah, you said yep, it was painful. My dad poured extremely warm water slowly till my tongue released. When I was little, really? What did you put your tongue on? I remember doing it too. I'm trying to remember what I did. All I know is I got it off. It wasn't that where somebody had to help me, but it was scary how long it took. Why would we do those things? Yeah, my grandma had these old metal ice cube trays. It looked. Oh yeah, the ice cube trays. Oh my goodness, yeah. Why did we? I just wondered what made. I guess it's just the thought of it. Like you did it on a rain gutter, Jesse. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to remember what I think mine were the ice cube trays for sure. I'm trying to remember other things because I know I did it a lot of times because I just didn't think it would stick and then it did and I got so scared. Hey, I always got my arm stuck in the chair. The back part pulls. Wait, the back part pulls. Oh yeah, yeah, that shit too. Yeah, that Sweetums. I used to hate those things. Those used to always drop the ice cube out, and, like make them fall all over the place. And then you get really mad if it's too frozen and it won't move. We were out playing and my brother dared me to. Oh no. Yeah, that hurts. The armchair thing. How old were you guys when you did the tongue thing? I don't know. I would say started from like probably 3 or 4 up to at least 10. Yeah, all those times you just I don't know. You just think it's not gonna happen and it does. Got electrocuted in the freezer once because I touched the metal thing in the freezer. What's the metal thing in the freezer? I didn't know there was something in your freezer you could get electrocuted from. Oh shit. I got my head stuck in the stair bed. That's what I was going to talk about. I know a few people like my nephews and stuff that got their heads stuck. And you did it too, Jesse? Oh no. They seem so fancy, Gene. I always wanted. Oh, and then the sound that the metal makes, Sweetums. No, it's not good. It's no, not if you're sensitive to like scrapey things and stuff. The sound it makes is horrible too. I mean the ice breaking and crunching, yes, but then there's this metal screeching sound too. It's not good. Yeah, getting. I didn't know there was anything in the freezer you could get electrocuted from. Well, I don't even know what you're talking about. It's still in there today. You get electrocuted. My parents mailed me up and squeezed me out. Oh my goodness. Oh, oh my god. Mail, not butter. Hey, it worked. That's an original story for disliking mail for sure. Oh dang, I'm all. Oh no, it's not. I got on late, so we got like 10 minutes to make the 3 hour mark. Jessica got buttered out there more. Yeah, it's stressful and tight. Her arm got. When we were getting ready to sell my grandma's house, I kept the ice trays. Oh, so you still have them? I couldn't stand those ice trays. Really, I couldn't. Yeah, licking things when you were little. The worst thing I hate in the winter is when you don't realize that your hands are so cold and then you gotta face hours of almost getting freeze by and how horrible your hands feel. And then there's nothing you could do to get that painful sensation away. That's the worst. And that can happen so easily. Bring them to show and tell. They didn't olive oil me there. That might have got you out quicker. Sweetums, I tried to get my dad not to sell the house downtown Denver. I saw Martha Stewart use those ice trays and always wanted one. Oh, okay. I don't know. There's something with me. Metal and ice. Just, I don't know. It just, there's something it does where it ekes me out. Like, I don't want to do it. I wonder, I gotta look at what the snow is gonna be. I really hope I could order without too much of a delay because sometimes when there's winter storms, nobody wants to do anything. I need my veggies, people. I need my veggies and my pickles. Anyone have ever have a toilet bowl go over? Wait, what? And water rising, and you're like don't know where to run first. Oh yeah, that happened to me a couple of times. I hate that stuff. That's horrible. Horrible, horrible. I'm glad it never happened to anybody else's house. That would have been embarrassing. Uh, there's times where people clog the toilet, but it flushes. So when you use it and you flush it, it's still gonna go over. That's happened to me more than the other thing. And then they act like you clogged it. I'm like, I can't clog it with pee, homie. That was you. I ordered the pickles that Susan told me to get from Target. They'll be here Wednesday. So I'll be able to see how those taste. I just hope I get my Griddles pickles tomorrow from Instacart. If the storms don't get too bad. Try to order as soon as somebody gets up over here. Um, my brother threw something in the air and oh no, and flushed it and then suddenly. Oh no, that's really bad. That usually means plumber time. It was a New Year's. And what a way to bring in the New Year's. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Any New Year's resolution this year? Even though, are we telling ourselves, does anybody have one? I don't really have one too much. I just want it to be more of a positive year. And I hope that life gives me a little bit of a chance not to be suffering so greatly. Because I work on parts of me that I can. The parts that I can't, life got to help me with. And please help me, life. And hopefully I don't get cut off my services, because I know I'm going to have to be re looked at and all that stuff. That's going to be all messed up. That's coming next year. Oh, oh, with all the changes, it's not good. Um, I like to be more productive and finish what I start. Says Sweetums. I was reading Reddit about people having scissors to cut the ones. Oh yeah, people have scissors. They have. Somebody said. I remember somebody called it a. They had knives to cut it. I'm like, what do you guys be doing? Uh. Oh, what the heck? Red flushed the damn action figure and flooded our upstairs bathroom and our military housing. Oh no, I was dying inside. They had to move us because it ruined the flooring. Oh boy. Did they make you pay for it? That would suck. Yeah, but hopefully next year brings a little bit less turmoil in my life, and I'm hoping we get to move to a house or just a bigger apartment where I could get more situated and feel more at home. Like, I want a house where I have a bathroom in my room, like, what do they call those? The main bedrooms or master bedrooms? I want it like that. Oh, we got into a lot of trouble. Oh no. I wish that for you. Yes, that would be a miracle to me because I don't like sharing bathrooms. I don't like bathrooms being located in the middle of the house. I just want. Would you stay in New York? I have to stay in New York State because my daughter's license for how she works is for New York State. So until she wants to venture out and get licensed somewhere else, it has to be New York State for now. Um. Will manifest into existence. Yeah, that's what I've been trying to do every year. Guess what happens? It doesn't work. Shit, how hard I manifest things, I would be living a lovely life. But manifestation doesn't just work for everybody. And even if people think it works for them, I don't think it's manifestation. I think it's other things. Some people have way more just opportunities for them in life than others. Sweetums, how did you end up in Vegas? Well, now you have us to manifest it with you. I have 2 apples that I'm holding up for dear life. What? 2 apples? That's all you have left to eat, you're talking about? I have 2 apples that I'm holding on for dear life. My New Year's resolution is to attend appointments and stop canceling them all the time. I have anxiety going now and it's annoying. I start crying and can't go. I feel you, Jesse Lynn. I guess mine will be somewhat along the same lines as that. It's like I will make appointments that are necessary and go, because right now I don't even make appointments anymore. I stopped that this year because I was going to like 2, 3 appointments every fucking week. So I got hardcore burnt out. So I guess the resolution will be making some important appointments and getting some procedures done that I've been putting off. Even with mammogram, aren't we supposed to get mammograms every year after 40? But I had a mammogram. It was like, I think my last mammogram was like 7 years ago or something. Maybe a little longer than that. But anyway, the doctor, first of all, the two ladies that had my boobs, there was two ladies on one of my boobs, all four hands, smushing my boobs into this machine, acting like they never saw boobs as huge as mine and stuff like that. So I had to go through this whole ordeal, and then they finally got it done. Can you imagine your boobs and two hands on each side of your boobs? Like, I was so embarrassed. But I mean, like I said, two on one side, two on the other, so four hands all together, trying to get into the machine, all this stuff. And then I'm waiting for the doctor to look at them so I could go in the office and talk to him. And all you hear is him saying, like, holy shit, wow, these are so huge. I can't believe this. And then the nurse is whispering them to him, she could hear you. I was so embarrassed. And then, even after that, I started getting a rash on my boob. And I know that nobody touched me except them. And I went to my doctor and I said, she was giving me all types of ointments and stuff. Nothing was working. And I said, how does this even happen? And she said it was probably from their hands. Even if they put on the gloves, you could get something from their hands because they touch the gloves. So I'm like, fuck mammograms. It was horrible and embarrassing. Gina, well, my dad and my brother passed 2 weeks apart, and we couldn't live in California anymore. And my mom, oh, that's because she had to put a down payment on a house in Vegas for all of us to live together. Listen, Virgo, 2 apples are the last of my fresh fruit. Oh, okay. That's what I was saying. Is it the last of your thing? I don't make appointments. They make. Yeah, my nurse. Yeah. Yeah, no, thank you. I couldn't do that. I get it, though. I'm okay, Jesse. Here I go trauma dumping. I just trauma dumped about a mammogram. Mental makeup. I was a triple D. I understand, yeah. I'm way beyond the triple D. I don't know technically what I am, but it's like it's beyond that. Sweetums. I've always used triple D's to push my boobs up and make them perky, but if I had to fit a bra, I don't know. I'm probably F or bigger. Sweetums, I could understand that. Fresh start, yeah. That's so unprofessional. Yeah, unprofessional and very embarrassing for me. And to get a rash that did not go away easily. We had to, after months, she was like, oh, we're going to have a biopsy on this. But she gave me some real strong cream, and that finally took it away. Yeah, that was terrible. And then when he saw me, he called me in the room. He didn't even look at me face to face because he knew I heard him. So he just put his head down. And he's like, oh, you're clear. Everything's fine. And I just left. Jesse, I hope that gets better for you. Yeah. We got it. I'll never feel bad about it. We're all here for you. Yeah. When I gained weight, I jumped to a size giant B cup. Oh, Tina. You can have some of mine. I have more than enough. Jesse, would it be better if you knew your appointments in advance? I think once you've gone through so many appointments and they're never ending and there's always something, I don't think appointments are just chill after that point. Not when you've gone through some major ass health shit. At least in my opinion, I don't think it's like that. You can think you some same. I'm praying I get over this, but it's okay if I didn't. I'm learning slowly to go if I can. And when I can't, ask the virtual. They don't even do virtual appointments anymore for here. For me, my sister gets them. For some reason, I can't ever. Or I wouldn't mind doing the virtual ones, but I'm not gonna go in somewhere for them to tell me something and nothing changes. I'm not making appointments for that. I have them back to back. I don't listen. Get time. Yeah, my mom would sometimes have 2 or 3 appointments a day, but she was always so jolly. She made it seem like it was a hangout with friends. Oh, I don't know if she did it because I can't stand them anymore. I'm really burnt out. I haven't been, and and like I said, I'm thankful I have a doctor where I could say, I'm feeling this way, and she trusts my opinion on what I need for right now. If it got to some major stuff, I would have to go in. Yeah, Gina, for sure. That is true, Sweetums. That a person that could be helping mentally absorbs everything, and the other person doesn't. That's happened to me with people too that I had to take care of. Yeah. All right, you guys, but it's time to get off here. We made the 3 hour mark. Went a little bit longer. Um. So we'll be starting the reading. I think. Yeah, for sure. Wait, didn't I forgot what Jesse Lee said now. I think by Wednesday we'll start the reading. So tomorrow we'll just be chit chatting like we usually do, and then Wednesday we'll figure out how we're gonna talk about the book and stuff. So thank you guys for joining me tonight. I'm glad that we worked out what we had to work out. I hope everybody's fine now and understands how we need to work throughout and work together. Um and I appreciate you guys for being here, for understanding me, for keeping the conversation flowing with your questions. So, yeah, thank you guys for making it fun and coming back every night. And I'll see you tomorrow. I'm trying for one, but if anything, two. But I'm trying to change it to two, maybe see if a few more people come on. All right, you guys, have a good night.